Hi there, it's Mary Jo. How's everyone doing? So I've been sitting here for a while at this table trying to ground the energies that are coming through so I can do this movie. Yeah, this video of the Saturn transit moving into Pisces coming up. I'm recording this on Monday, February 20th, 2023, when we have a new moon in Pisces. We also have been getting, but they upticked again last night, some pretty massive solar flares. And if you're sensitive like I am, you feel them before, during, and after. So I have been really doing my best to sit here and just to ground the energies, and I've been hemming and hawing. I was like, okay, I just need to jump in and push through these energies, because if I don't, this message isn't going to get out. And Spirit has been nudging me to get this message out. I am, disclaimer right now, I am not an astrologer. I do follow astrology more on a personal level, but Spirit has really asked me to do some research on the energies coming up in March, and we're starting with Saturn. So I have my notes. If you don't mind me reading from them for the first section of this video. It's probably going to be a little bit longer video than I normally do, because there's a lot to unpack, and what I've channeled through and the notes that I've taken, it just scratches the surface, to be honest. There's just so much more depth to what's going on right now. So I am going to start with the fact, well, first of all, yes, we have a new moon in Pisces today. Very highly charged emotional energy. That could be emotions on either end of the spectrum. Very high joy, very low lows, somewhere in between, or all of the above. So, but we will get a little more into that as we move forward, as we get into, because I'm going to break down Saturn energy and Pisces energy, and what a little bit of what it means for them to be blending and merging together. So Saturn actually began this transit. Well, if we're being honest, he began this energy back in March of 2020. So we are coming full circle at this moment with that energy. At this, the current, or the recent transit that I want to start with, is when Saturn moved or aligned with the Sun in Aquarius on the 16th of February. So what does that mean for all of us? Well, first of all, this is the last time that this will occur, with the Saturn being aligned with the Sun in Aquarius. It won't happen again for over 28 years. So this was the pivot point. And the pivot point of where we started back in March of 2020, when Saturn started this journey. And he started that journey, if I can go back and remember, the stellium is with Jupiter and Capricorn, I think. I can't recall, but I know I'm a Capricorn, so Saturn is my ruling planet, and Saturn has been kicking my ass for the last few years, and it's all good. It's all for the highest good, definitely. But it's really been an eye opener. So this Saturn aligning with the Sun in Aquarius on the 16th has been asking us, where have we felt held back or restricted? This definitely was Saturn's energy. Saturn is restrictive energy. That's actually his gift to us, because without it, we would we would head into um, a lot of things that really need a little more structure than we would give them. I'm really trying with my words here. I'm gonna say a lot because right now I'm not channeling. Uh, this has been an opportunity. I'm just gonna read my notes. This has been an opportunity to become very clear, crystal clear, about where we're putting our energy. Um, it helps us to uncover a truth about us. Um, that whatever that truth is could be different for all of us. Truth of, what have we been telling ourselves? A truth about something when in fact it hasn't been a truth. Truths about ourselves. It's just Saturn really asks us to dive deep and look into, for for many, it's been really diving deep to uncover the core wound that has kept us restricted for many, many lifetimes, not just this lifetime, but it's come over and over and over into this incarnation, where now we're being asked to reveal it and look at it and just not cover it up anymore, to sit in that truth, to become one with that truth, and move it forward, or move forward with it, whatever that means. And that's where this Pisces energy is going to help us to flow into that as well. So let's see. This is the last sojourn in this Aquarius cycle. It may feel like an ending of some karmic cycle, but it's truly a healing that's occurring. And for some of us, it's really going to be about seeing where, a lot of our hard work, a lot of our shadow work is really being paid off right now. It's been deep. I'm sure I'm not the only one who can attest to that. So let's get into Saturn's energy. Of course, structure, its rules, its restriction, its groundedness in some manners, depending on which signs it's in, especially in the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. When it's moving into Pisces, which is ungrounded, it's very flowy and spiritual, and it's our beliefs, and it's more of this, just just this flow energy. It's asking us to really stand up for what we believe in, and this is a huge deal. Again, this is also going to be why we're going to see an uptick in. I'm hearing the word advocacy. I'm hearing the words humanitarianism, fighting for what we believe in, uh, whether that has to do with homeless or animals or the earth or government. This is transit is going to just ignite this passion. And some of us are going to not be grounded in that passion. There's going to be a more of a knee-jerk reaction, and it's really not necessary. So from 2020 until now, what Saturn has been doing has been really, again, asking us to go within and say, is this my truth? And if it is, what aspects are? If the whole thing's not our truth, then we move away from what's not on our journey anymore, and we move more into more of a soul path and more soul mission and work and purpose here. So Saturn will spend 2.5 years in Pisces. He will be cleaning up, tidying up, doing some little organization of the past 30 years. So That's huge. I mean, that just sat right here for me just that second. It's just that's huge. Some will be choosing a spiritual path. Some will be choosing a complete opposite path. And whatever it is, it's all valid. It's all valid. Um, but I'm also being shown where, just give an example, where someone never viewed themselves as being spiritual or didn't understand what the word spiritual meant. They meant they thought it might mean, well, I had to go to church and I had to believe in this and I had to do that. Mm, I'm being shown where a lot of humanity, those who have been anti God or anti spiritual, are actually going to be viewing themselves in a little bit of a spiritual light. It's going to be a total turnaround, total 360, Spirit is saying, from where they've always been. Atheists can suddenly become the most highly spiritual and God-fearing. Not, I don't like that term, but that's the term that's coming through. It's not, I, that's not the word that I would have used, Spirit. So can we channel that more clearly? Thank you. Seeing their own divinity for some souls who couldn't see past the end of their nose, being told that they're suddenly going to see how they are one with all, that they are one with the divine, and the divine lives within them. They are going to become heart-centered. I'm not saying they're going to suddenly going to bust out of the gate, being holy rollers. That's the old. That's the old. The new is going to be more spiritual is the best word that I can come up with. What's the diving into metaphysical and esoteric. Thank you, Spirit. Esoteric um, teachings and videos. It's just becoming a little more curious about it because they feel that there's more of a connection within themselves with that aspect, with that energy. So that's going to be beautiful to see. So where we're going to see just for a short time where there's some resistance in that, I don't feel it's going to be long lived. Humanity's been through a lot of awakening the last few years, and let's give each other some credit, huh? Let's give each other some credit because it hasn't been easy for any of us. Doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on. It has not been easy. It has been it's just been a time of holy fuck, what is this kind of energy? And that's the best way I can put it. So this Saturn into Pisces can bring up some questions around service. What does that mean for you? And that's very interesting, I find, because when that came through, I recognized where I was recently questioning. Since September last year, I've been questioning what does it mean to be of service or in service. I started out believing that I was being of service to God, doing the the higher acts of kindness and things like that, when in fact it actually ended up biting me in the ass to my own detriment. It had nothing to do with anyone else. It was the fact that I was giving and giving and giving and giving, and I wasn't filling up. So I stepped back from that and I started questioning, what does it mean for me to be, what does that word service mean to me? It doesn't mean to be of service. Does it mean to be in service, or is it just service? And that's what I came up with is service is just service. First serving self, not in a selfish or vain manner. It's self-love, self-care, honoring the divinity within self first. Because if you can't do that, you have nothing to give to anyone else outside of you. So, what does that mean for you? What does the word service mean for you? We'll be offered choices with this transit. Pisces is the two fish, obviously, but they're swimming in opposite directions. So they're like, one's going this way, one's going that way. In some depictions, they're actually tied together by what looks like to be an umbilical cord. So they're always one, but flowing in opposite directions, yet going. Interestingly, so I'm hearing that they're going toward the same goal, for lack of a better word. They're going in the same direction, but they've got to go their own path. Is that clear? Um, so the choices that this transit's going to be bringing in the Saturn into Pisces coming up in March is, do I go this way? Do I go that way? What do I believe in? What do I have faith in? What don't I believe in? Where am I lacking faith? Where am I disconnected from source for myself? But there's a lot of larger picture questioning that's going on for many of us. I have a quick note here for twins, those of us on the twin flame path. This transit feels like where there's been a lot of swimming in opposite directions. Saturn brings in more of a structured element. I was getting through the Four of Wands energy. It's a time of celebration, something more solid. Just it's a merge. It's more of a merge and a blending of the energies. The structured element that Saturn brings in while he's in Pisces for the next 2.5 years. It's not about the rules and old traditional, keep it in a box kind of energy. You think of the Four of Wands in the tarot, and I don't know if I can pull it. I don't know if it's in the right depiction in this deck. It's more of an open space. There's the foundation. There's you can see the structure, but the energy flows through it. There's not I'm hearing this, there's not the prison of the old structure. It's very interesting that that came out like that. I just want to see what this deck shows me. Please bear with me. Hold, please. Two of Wands. Four of Wands. So this is the Tarot of Dreams deck by Ciro Machete. You've got the Four of Wands. You've got one here, one there, one there, and one there. And it's open. It's open space. There's no box. There's a semblance of structure, Spirit is saying, but there's more freedom in it. I mean, I know it sounds like a dichotomy, and I'm getting choked up here all of a sudden because there's just so much enjoyable, beautiful, blissful energies within connections like this that are free flowing. Again, this is for the twin flame journey. Those of us on that journey, there's just more freedom that can flow between the counterparts. That's just the main message I'm getting with that. That's beautiful, 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 beautiful. And that freedom can flow because we've done the shadow work. We've done the work that the last couple of years have called us to do, right? What else do I have here? A little more about Saturn. He's slow moving, he's heavy, he's rules, karma, authority, boundaries, father figures. Saturn takes 30 years to go through the zodiac cycle. So, like I said before, it's wrapping up a 30-year karmic cycle, and it's beginning a new 30-year cycle, a new 30-year plan, so to speak. Pisces, where Saturn is boundaries, Pisces is no boundaries, no rules. It's the last sign of the zodiac wheel, so it's a culmination of all the energies and elements of the other zodiac signs. And what that means is it merges all of them into its own energy, and it tries to, it's more flowing. And because it has all those other energies, though, it's flowing, but yeah, it can create a little bit of a fogginess in the mind, uncertainty, indecision, sorting. This is an energy that wants to sort, clear things up and merge what's to stay and release what's to move out. Together, they're releasing a lot of karma with, Saturn and Pisces together. This brings in some forgiveness too, depending on whatever the situation is for you. So key aspects is, it's key with Pisces to not lose yourself. Pisces is meant to assist us in finding ourselves, our spiritual aspects. So we're going from victimhood to self-love. And I wrote down here, it says, but we can feel like a tiny fish in a vast ocean, which means, we know we're expanding, but yet we feel so tiny because we don't quite understand. There's so much uncertainty and indecision and fogginess with the Pisces energy that we can drown, we can lose ourselves in it, we can just get lost in the overflow of the emotional energy. And the tips were to just work with the energy, stay grounded, stay in your heart center, stay anchored in that divinity, even if you're not 100% sure what that means for you. Just hold on to every bit of it that's coming in, that's meant to, and let go of the stuff that's the beliefs of yourself, the judgments that you said to yourself, the things that people have said to you and you believed all these years, or the situations. Just let that flow through. Pisces uses our higher faith to grow us in many ways, was the final message that came through. And I'm really picking up on these solar flares today, because my energy just is starting to bounce all over. So I think it's time we get into some cards. let's see what the cards want to say. Just gonna pause, take a drink. Salut. Turn up my background music for a little bit. All right, I've got quite a few oracle decks out here. Spirit had me pull, so let's start with the Moonology deck, shall we? I want to get a little information on the new moon in Pisces first, and then we'll tap into Saturn's energy as he prepares to move into Pisces. He's really changing signs right now, so structure might feel a little wonky right now. Finances might feel a little wonky right now. It's all happening for the highest good. So Divine Mother, Divine Father, Holy Spirit, highest self, what do we need to know, please, about this Pisces new moon? Trying to be specific. Main themes, please. Oh, we've got 3 coming up. Yeah, your hard work is paying off. Another new moon in Capricorn. Time for healing, the balsamic moon. Yeah, a lot of emotion, and again, I love this card so much because it's been a strong message for me, and it's hold your vision. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of uncertainty. You know, your beliefs, even if you've got the highest spiritual beliefs, or you're in touch with your divinity, some of that's going to be shifting, and it's beautiful. There's just, things come back to us, lessons come back each and every time, because so they come, we learn, we grow, we release whatever we do, and we level up. The lesson comes back again, and we look at it and we see it from a totally new perspective. And each time we level up in our consciousness and our awareness, then we can handle them and look at them from that vantage point instead of the lower 3D mind. So there is a lot of healing that's bound to take place right now. Whatever your goal is, whatever you're passionate about, hold that vision. Allow the divine to come in to move you into alignment with that vision. That's what I'm hearing. With the hard work paying off, I'm getting the message, no one gets left behind. No one. Pisces doing a number on me today. Very choked up today. Just want to let a little sage just help soothe out my energy here in the space. A little for you. All right, Spirit, what else do you want us to know? What other themes? Actually, they're having me, so this is just going to be like a new moon energy coming through. So we're going to get some tarot on these cards here. And then we'll tap into the Pisces, Saturn and Pisces energy. I do have on the docket for the 222 portal, the Divine Feminine, Divine Goddess portal. Got my cards already on the table, got some notes already done up, so hoping to do a video for that later this week, or, well, in a couple days, rather. All right, Spirit. Let's get a little information on this new moon in Pisces. Let's get one on each card, please. Ooh, that's a lot. Yeah. Had a feeling this would start out that way. Oop. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I love this. Love this so much. Love this so much. And the hard work is paying off. We've got the 6 of Cups. This is twin energy for me all day long. If you're not on the twin journey, this is just something that has taken lifetimes. To come together. There's just beautiful healing energy. This new moon might make you a little nostalgic for the past, something in the past or someone in the past. Time for healing, yeah. So we're definitely healing that. We've got the Queen of Cups. She's asking us to open our hearts and allow the emotions to flow from us, whatever they are. If they're of the lower energy, channel the energy in a constructive manner, writing, be creative, get in touch with your creative side in this lunation. This is also a time for heightened intuition, I'm hearing. To me, all the moons kind of blend together. So there's always a time for heightened intuition, and we've got the solar flares, which is bringing in more downloads and more um, light codes, which is going to expand our intuition and our consciousness. So, I mean, we are not just having a normal run-of-the-mill new moon today. We are really, we're expanding, we're leveling up in the most beautiful and profound way. With Hold Your Vision, I've got, this is the Hierophant and the Faith card. It's perfect for Pisces energy. Where is your faith? What is your faith? Where you didn't see yourself as having faith before. What do you see now? Oh, I love the energy of this card. Because anytime I see a divine masculine in holy communion with themselves, it just brings so much joy to my heart. So to those on the twin journey, actually to those not on the twin journey, it doesn't matter. If you're a divine masculine energy, male or female, I see you, I honor you, and I support you. This is breaking free from the traditional teachings of what it means to have faith. I am seeing in my own visions that the time of religion is coming to a very abrupt end. There won't be a need for churches. I don't know if we'll see that in our time. I feel that we will, but faith is just taken on a whole totally new meaning for humanity. I like that. So we're going to leave these on the table. We're going to get the energy of Saturn into Pisces, please. For the Gateway Oracle cards. And a couple other decks here. Get some tarot. Themes for Saturn and Pisces, please. Thank you. Let's get a couple. My goodness gracious. Settle down. Let's see. Saturn and Pisces. Oh, that one wants to jump. Well, you know, it's just a repeating message. Wasn't quite sure if I broke it down, if I would get the same or different messages, and getting the same messages. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to start with these two. We are flying free and breaking the barriers of what we always believed it meant to have faith. Faith in ourselves, faith in a higher power, faith in others, faith in systems, financial systems, governmental systems, judicial systems. What does it mean to have faith? We are breaking down the barriers. You know, what's that saying by Rumi? You know, love is about seeing the barriers or whatever it is that prevent us from receiving and feeling and being love. And that's what we're doing. We're not only breaking down barriers in the global sense, we're breaking down barriers first and foremost in ourselves, so we can fly free and not higgledy-piggledy all over the place. And I don't have no idea where that term came from, because I don't even use that term. But higgledy-piggledy, this is more directed. It's vision oriented. And there, again, I'm pulling these out. I'm going, instead of going here to here, I'm going from here to here now. And I pulled it out over the Hold Your Vision card. So I love seeing that. With I'm being told to blend these two readings with the Time for Healing and the Queen of Cups. We've got the Healing the Past. This is a beautiful portal to either plant new seeds or to nurture new seeds that we've planted a long time ago. Number one. Number two, it's seeing what needs to remain and what doesn't. What does this one say? It says, I step into my future with strength and clarity. Yeah, because if we don't heal the past, when we step into this new portal, that's just going to come with us. And I'm going to tell you right now, again and again and again, I will keep repeating it until Spirit says, okay, that's enough. But the universe is not taking no for an answer this time. They're not angry. They're just so in love with what the movement humanity has been doing within themselves, the expansion that they want us to have everything that we came here to have, to be everything that we came here to be. Soul driven, SOUL, soul driven. And we can't do that if we're carrying the past with us. So this is a beautiful opportunity to dive deep into those emotions and see what grows from there. I think it said something on my notes about well, I can't find it. I'm not going to waste my time going through it. I want to give you my attention and not my notes, my attention. So on the hard work, your hard work is paying off with the Six of Cups. We've got giving birth, new beginnings. I feel like this is like either the Fool energy or an Ace energy. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. It's new energy. It says, I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world. And we do that by healing the past. Here's your past here. Here's your past here. And we do that by breaking down barriers so we can fly free and have a soul-driven journey led by faith. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Beautiful. I love this, how gentle that card is. Like I said, Saturn is structure. Pisces is no structure. And this is a beautiful combination of the two. She's got I believe I would say kind of like a lotus leaves here. And she's just in this beautiful, soft bed of, I don't know what, energy. It's not like she's in a bubble. It's like she's laying on something. I'm not quite sure. So the structure is the support. And the non-structure is here, where she can unfurl whenever she's ready. She can stretch out, and this area that she's sitting in will stretch with her. It will grow with her. And then she can fly free from it and release it when she's ready. When the time is right. When the divine time is right. We've got the moon up there. giving a little nod to today's lunation. I am hearing that in 3 days' time, it's a better time to begin to express what you're giving birth to within yourself or to others, or to write it. This is a time right now to sit and contemplate. You know, Pisces energy is the, meditation and contemplation energy, going within, finding and searching and just being here within. And then when the moon shifts its cycle, that's when we can begin to expand that out into our environment and our experiences, and and everything else like that. So let's get some more energy on this Saturn in Pisces, please. Or new moon in Pisces. I guess I'd better just leave that up to spirit, whichever way they want to go. Well, we've got a common theme here. One more, please, Spirit. And get some more tarot. Thank you. I'm telling you, wow. Bottom of the deck, it says pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. This is be proud of yourself for the hard work you're doing. I'm hearing, but also this is having faith in yourself. Having faith that you're on the right track. So we have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things, giving birth to a new level of love, unconditional love within self and others. We have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Again, love. When you find joy in the journey, whether that's doing the shadow work or coming out of the shadow work, when you can have love for that, and you find joy in that, then there's success in that. There's no victim mentality. There's no judgment, self-judgment. It's just total acceptance and understanding that you're right where you need to be. And with flying free, I'm just going to show this because I think this is amazing. You got flying free. I unfurl my wings and fly, and then here you've got freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And you do that through love. Finding the love within yourself. Finding the love for others. Speaking. Here in the throat chakra here with this blue, all this blue, speaking your truth, speaking your love. Yeah, this energy is really, I know Saturn is, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I know Saturn is structure, but I feel like Saturn's being set free from, oh my gosh, just so many barriers that just kept us closed off individually, as a collective. It is time to heal that past. And this lunation is going to assist with that, with how emotional it is. It's going to bring us back right into the heart. And we've got a lot of love on the table. Let's get some more tarot here, please, Spirit. All right, let's trying to think if there's any questions I have. So I know from my notes you heard me speak about the different energies. So let's see what Spirit says about what energy this Saturn and Pisces is bringing in. Get a little more clarity. I remember I said Saturn on the 16th, its last transit with Sun in Aquarius was a pivot point. So we have the Seven of Cups. Choices. It would bring choices, and this energy now we're in is choices, and how do we move forward in a tangible way in our and bringing the thoughts and the feelings out into the physical world. We take it one step at a time. We take it slow. We don't rush. Remember what I said about we're going to feel like we're a tiny freaking fish in a large, vast ocean. So that's important that we actually even feel that, because it helps slow us down to realize we can't jump headlong into all of this. This is a lot of emotional energy here with all these cups. We can't just dive into it. We have to take one at a time. Take one at a time. Choose which one you want and take your time in it. Really, I'm here, just really take your time to explore more of yourself and where you want to go in your own journey. Commune with your soul, commune with your higher aspects. Is there anything else, Spirit? Yeah. Getting out of the victim mentality, getting out of the, oh, I've messed that up, or I've missed that opportunity. No more of this. We're leaving this behind. This down here just feels like chaos to me. It just feels like chaos. No more disappointment. We're moving through disappointments. Another message coming through is if there was any, with the Saturn energy, anything that left us feeling disappointed, we're going to see that we have more options. Something else is going to come in and it's going to be offered to us, and it's going to be tangible, something that you can hold on to, something in the physical realm instead of, something you only dream about. Let's get a couple more. Oop, well, I said let's get a couple more, and then you just saw that. Yeah, our hard work is paying off. Eight of Pentacles and the Sun. Happiest card in the deck. Our hard work, our effort, our dedication to the path, our dedication to the journey. We're going to start seeing the rewards for that. We're going to start seeing, if you're not seeing it already well, actually you may be starting to see it in small ways, but there's just one area of your life, just one, that you're like, okay, when is it going to seep into that? That's what's coming. And if you've not seen any small tangible evidence that your hard work is paying off, then you're going to begin to see there's going to be light shed on everything. of all the hard work you've done is you're gonna really start seeing it. And I have a feeling that you're also gonna start seeing it first within yourself. You're gonna notice different mindsets. You're gonna notice different ways of speaking or writing or creating, and that's gonna it's all of it. It's gonna be on every level, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. But it's coming. And here we're about to be lit up. Love that. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we've got Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, happiness, joy. Just surrounded with so much yumminess. We've got the Eight of Wands coming in quick energy. What I'm hearing with the Eight of Wands is there are two camps. You know, like I said, if you're not seeing this tangible evidence that things are starting to pay off for you, things might take a little more time because your soul doesn't want you to get overwhelmed with all of this emotional, you know, with all of these things going on. You know, your mindset's changed, your beliefs are changed, your feelings are changed, you know, everything's getting, you know, it's just getting loud. So Spirit's going to slow you down, and it's going to take its time with you, but you're not going to be left behind. It's just the initial steps are going to be a little more meticulous for you, which is fine. You know, you're right on the path and you're heading to this. And who the heck doesn't want to be there, right? Healed, joy, bliss, rebirth. Yeah, giving birth. You have the giving birth card on the table. Just coming into your own self-mastery. But then there are going to be others of us who are going to, you know, so let me get back to that. So those of us, those of you in the camp where things are going to be a little more meticulous, a little slower in going, you are going to still be receiving, you know, these M-class solar flares, the X-class solar flares we're receiving in the geomagnetic storms. They bring in the energy. They bring in the divine light codes that we receive from the central sun. You're still receiving the wisdom and the knowledge and the upgrades and everything. You're not being left behind. But then there's another camp kind of sitting next door to your camp. You know, the other camp is, this is going to go off so quickly. But those in that camp, or this camp rather, are they're here to shine light, to lead the other camp, the ones that are going a little slower. They're setting the pace. They're being a light for others to follow. That's what I'm hearing. Interesting. All right, so that's, I'm not quite sure what other questions I want to ask. I think I've already talked about how best to handle this. I mean, it's going to be a little bit different for everybody, but it's really about staying centered and staying in the heart, staying connected with the divine within, and grounded within the body. Ground that faith, ground that knowing into your body. Stay anchored. I just keep hearing stay anchored. So let's see, this is in Saturn's in Pisces for the next 2.5 years. Huh. Yeah. So the Eight of Swords, the Fool, and the Page of Coins just flipped out of the deck, as you could see. You know, where have we been trapped in our minds about who or what God is to us, who or what faith is to us, what does it look like for me or you to be in faith of something? Where have we been trapped in our minds from old teachings, from the old structured teachings, structure, Saturn, religion, Saturn. And trust me, I don't have conversations about religion very lightly. I've gone through the gamut with this. So I fully get it. If you're in that camp, I fully get that. It can be a total mind to really sort through everything you've been told since you sat in a Catholic church pew growing up, you know? If that was what you grew up with, that was what I grew up with. Or if you felt trapped, no more, there's freedom. It's time to start on a new journey. And it comes with a message of structure. I don't want to say structure. It's stability. That's what I wanted to say about the Four of Wands earlier. How it was more freeing, and there's more freedom in that connection. There's stability, but not structure, not controlled structure coming through with this card here. There's messages coming through of how to begin this journey. I feel like that's just a little side note for someone, to be honest. Where am I at? Almost an hour. I think I'll just get some final guidance cards. Yeah, to be honest, I just suddenly went blank of all questions. It's like there's not a need to ask a lot of questions when we go deep within. It's just going deep, and then the answers just come. Whether you realize you had a question or not, they just flow up out of your soul, out of your heart, and present themselves to you. They don't force themselves on you. It's because your soul knows it's searching. Your human is searching for it. And it just kind of just plucks it up and just offers it to you. Don't know where that came from. Well, I do, but all right, Spirit. Let's close this out with some final message, please. For those watching, final messages regarding, let's get one on the new moon in Pisces, please. And then we'll get one on the Saturn's transit into Pisces. New moon in Pisces. I'll take that one. Yeah, curiosity. Where we once felt like a stranger to ourselves, maybe even to our friends and family, all of a sudden feeling like, I just don't fit in. This is the time. This energy is going to move you into some curiosity about yourself, again, about faith, about the universe, about esoteric stuff. What's truth and what's not? What's my truth? What's not my truth? What do I take with me? What do I leave behind? Some of you, I'm just looking at the energy this figure is conjuring. Is some of you are going to find you're pretty powerful healers. And you're going to say, me? No, not me. I'm not a healer. I've always been told I'd amount to nothing. Think again. gonna be honest, that pisses me off when that comes up, because been there, done that. Nobody should feel that. But I know there are many people that do. And there are many people that have, and who have come and dived, I don't know which word to use, into their curiosity, into their soul. Who am I? That should be the only question you're asking. Who am I? Hand on my heart. Show me. Who am I? And get ready to see some pretty amazing things that you never thought you'd see about yourself. And to get ready to begin to believe things, some pretty amazing things about yourself that you were told that you shouldn't believe. It's time to shine our lights brightly. A lot are going to be waking up. March is a big month. I've got another video for that. I did want to mention, because I told her I would. So I only touched a little bit on the new moon in Pisces. I tapped in a little more than I thought I would, but I'm going to tag, in the description box below, I'm going to put the link to Sadie's video, Yin Reiki Light, her video on the new moon in Pisces, because her and I get the same synchronicities, we get the same messages, and we're definitely in the same vein here. So watching these two videos together hopefully can give you a full rounded snapshot of these energies and what you can expect and how best to maneuver them. So I will put that in the description box. All right, Spirit, let's get guidance card on the Saturn into Pisces transit, March 7th. Oh my gosh. I'm hearing with this, commune with the divine is what I'm hearing with this. In the hand, the universe is your partner. Ooh, I got chills on that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh my gosh. I love that. I'm going to talk to those of us who are on the path of the twin soul journey for just one moment. I know the journey talks a lot about finding the balance of inner and outer, or inner masculine and feminine energies. I know the journey for a lot focuses on the external masculine or feminine person to come into their life, to bring them wholeness. The message coming through here is, like I said, being in communion with the divine. And I'm not talking about the divine out there, some big guy in the sky with a stick, because if I'm being honest, that's not what my truth is. This is about being in communion with the divine within. First and foremost, starting by anchoring in with the divine light and pulling it and just embodying it and feeling it within your heart center. Grounding that into the earth and then bringing that back up into your heart center and expanding that out from your vessel. The universe is your partner. We are one with all. I am, you are, we are one. I'm going to leave it there. I love you. Again, I'm getting choked up, so I love you so much. God bless you on your journeys. speak soon. Bye.